remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm all in now. Lost my mind to this guppies and purple now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm all in now. Lost my mind to these guppies and purple now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all them out. If you see me out of town, hope I'm all in now. Lost my mind to these guppies and purple now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December, where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Where my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone.
Yo, what's good, everybody? We're back with another Music Monday on this Monday, man. Y'all smash that like button, sub up to the channel if you're new, and if you haven't done so already, of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones. What I normally do is make content about sneakers, occasional trial hauls, and y'all know this is Music Monday. But sold out, man. The link should be pinned at the top of the comment section where, of course, you know, we continue the sneaker talk, but we got a food section, a sports section, you name it. If I do not get the content out in time, most likely we're already discussing it in the sold out Discord. But again, this is Music Monday where we kind of just take a break from sneakers, even though we got a lot of heat dropping here in the next couple of days / weeks. I seen it. So, I mean, get your pocketbooks ready if you're going to try to go for some of this stuff. But with all that being said, tonight's topic, man, I'm only going to be on the joint for like an hour. So I want to make sure I cover everything I can. So obviously, if you guys haven't been living under a rock, looks like Ja Rule, Tony Yayo, and Uncle Murder were on the same flight and things got a little heated. Man, I can't even think how long this beef has been running with Ja Rule and G Unit. I mean, to be honest, it feels like ever since I was a little kid and these guys are still, you know, I guess, so to speak, acting like kids. I mean, to be honest, though, at this point, I'm pretty sure people have been hurt in these situations and stuff like that. But honestly, man, it's time to, like, if y'all can't go coexist, and I'm pretty sure that was an incident or an accident having them on the same flight, but rumors already been having that Ja Rule and 50 Cent been on the same flight before. And at the same time, I seen Tony Yayo, it seems like literally the next day or within that night, when DJ Vlad had the interview up already starting with Tony Yayo. It's like they couldn't wait. That was like the best thing. It's kind of one of those like, dude, culture vulturing at its finest. No disrespect to any of them, but I mean, like, to be honest, dog, come on, man. If y'all really say y'all getting it like y'all say y'all is, then I mean, to be honest, who cares, man? If I see my op 9 times out of 10, honestly, especially if I know we can't coexist in the same spot, like, to be honest, I just keep it cordial with them. You know what I'm saying? Most people, if I have a problem with, they don't even know. You know, but this one has kind of been one of those public feuds where if somebody didn't say something or do something, then it still was going to be one of those BS situations. So I feel like they felt they had to do that. And I don't blame Ja Rule for not staying on that flight. You know what I'm saying? Especially they're sitting behind you. Pause. You know what I'm saying? What they know that they're finna mess with him the whole entire flight, and he can't even get, you know, and this was gonna be a 5-hour flight. It's not one of those like it was a 3-hour, 2-hour joint. This was 5 hours. So at the same time, I can't really knock him for that at all. You know what I'm saying? So pretty much we're going to be talking that whole Ja Rule and I guess say Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder start. We'll start there. Then we're going to do an update on pretty much the little Dolph or the young Dolph case. Pretty much one of the plea deals is reached for the admitted gunman in the young Dolph murder case. So we'll do an update on that one, and then we'll do pretty much the update on little Durk's case, and then we'll close out with Kanye West and Dolla $. But I want to start kind of where the action begins. I want to start with this Ja Rule situation. I guess you can say Ja Rule and I guess Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder, quote unquote. And to be honest, dog, no disrespect, I never even really listened to Uncle Murder until we get the wrap-ups at the each and every year, which I admit they do be fire, so I respect it. But at the same time, these guys, how old are they? That's the first question I need to ask, right? Okay, you know what? I'm going to Google it. I got to Google everybody's age here. If these guys are in their 50s, dog, it's literally too old for this. Like, let me see, Ja Rule. I'm pretty sure this first thing comes up. Let's see. His birthday. Wow, he's got tickets already. Yeah, you can get them from $77. Sheesh. No disrespect. But let's see if we can get an age group in here. He's 49 years old, dog. Born February 29th. So homie's got a birthday coming up. Ja Rule, 49 years old. Ain't no way you should still, you know, and it may not have been, I don't think it was him that really started it. Tony Yayo. Let's see if we can look him up real quick. Tony Yayo, come on, dog. I mean, he's 47. There you go. So Ja Rule, 49, Tony Yayo, 47, and Uncle Murder. And he looks like he's probably older than all of them. He's probably not. Wow. Out of all people, right? He looks the oldest, but he's actually the youngest. So Uncle Murder is 45 years old. So you got 45, a 47, and then you got a 49-year-old. Like, come on, dog. This is really too much going on right here. This don't even make sense of where we even got to go here like that. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. Ja Rule's got to stand his ground, and I get what they're saying. Like, he did this on purpose. You know, he was causing a scene. Yeah, he knew he had to get the hell up off that damn plane. You know, point blank period, because he already knew he was finna go through hell. You know what I'm saying? Guys picking on him and shit. You know what I'm saying? I can't knock him. He's been there before, and that's all they do. And think about this too. That man don't even really. Only time he really entertains them is when they poke fun at him first. But it's one of those situations, in my opinion. I don't even take it really serious anymore when I see like a 50 Cent and Ja Rule back and forth, because I'm like, where I'm from, right? Anybody who's been beefing that long, and something would happen. You know what I'm saying? If you take it all the way back to the Tupac and Big case, right? I mean, you take it back to whenever they were beefing, right? And I think it was just really Tupac, making a diss song. Look how that ended. You know what I'm saying? Look how, sir, we can go down a scenario when it's really beef and when it's really not. Even when the Game had beef with 50, rumors is that was shots fired on both ends right there. Notice 50, he don't poke fun at the Game. Game don't talk about them. It's kind of one of those, hey, let bygones be bygones, because they know how each one of each other gets down. You know what I'm saying? So, again, this whole Ja Rule thing, I think they're just doing it now just for entertainment purposes, just to entertain or just to mess with Ja Rule. So, we'll go down the rabbit hole of what all kind of went down. I think I got some videos to play, and we'll do an update, and then we'll transition on to Young Dolph, then we'll do Durk, and then we will talk Kanye. Let me see what we got in the building real quick. Y'all let me know if audio and visuals is looking good. I know my camera is kind of looking a little blurry, but I had to wipe the lens, so I think I should be back in action. Let's see where we at real quick. Thomas Goldring Jr. says, word up, Jones, these guys are getting too old for this. Exactly. My point exactly, bro. Like, little too old, in my opinion. I know these guys still working and still trying to take care of their families, but a little too old to be having some beefs on a plane and then run to the internet. You know what I'm saying? And then one person, if I'm not mistaken, Uncle Murder literally just had his phone out filming. You know what I'm saying? Because they knew they were trying to catch a viral moment. You know what I'm saying? No matter how you slice it and dice it. You know what I'm saying? Then look how immediately Tony Yayo goes to Vlad. I mean, it's like literally, Vlad literally flew him out there just for to have the one-on-one exclusive or something. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me started on Vlad, because I seen the quote-unquote fake like tweets he put up about how he was XYZ for the whole Tory Lane situation. That was not cool, even if he wasn't joking. That's why I'm not even going to cover that tonight, man. I'm not even entertaining that shit. You know what I'm saying? Respectively. But let's see what we got in the building. Man with the Kick says, what's Coogee family? Sold Out family. What's good, Manny? What up? Says, Ja Rule is the one acting like a kid throwing pillows. To be fair, bruh, he was chilling though. I mean, he causing a scene, but at the same time, this is the thing, Manny. I'm gonna ask you, right? Your ops is sitting behind you on a plane, pause, and you hear him mumbling and grumbling. You gonna sit there that whole 5-hour flight, or you gonna get up and say something? But at the same time, I think Ja Rule wasn't gonna throw hands, because I mean, you don't want to get banned from flying, because that's gonna miss out on a lot of opportunities. And Ja, no disrespect, they're not on the level of what they probably once was. So every deal he has, you probably want to keep it. You know what I'm saying? Just to be real about it. But with all that being said, he got up and got into a shouting match, because that's basically what it was, like they're females or something. But I mean, if it was really like that, you would have threw hands right there on the spot. You know what I'm saying? But all these three of these men involved in this altercation, you know what they were thinking? Easily, hey, nah, man, I got too much to lose to be doing it right here. Wait till we get, and that's another thing too. I'd have been like, yo, wait till we get to wherever we going. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. Let's see. Man of the Kick says, run it up for the squad. Appreciate that. Definitely smash that like button. Really means a lot to the kid, of course. Y'all know that. Let's see. Man says, I'm dead, Polo. They stuck in the early 2000s. I'm just saying, bro, like, they've been beefing since I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? I remember when G-Unit came out. What was it? Wankster joint? He dropped that. I mean, he dropped, remember, it was, I think, if I'm not mistaken, he did another one with him. It was 50, Busta Rhymes, and Eminem. I think it was like Hail Mary, something like that. That was a shot at Ja Rule, too. I mean, the dude's been taking shots. It's kind of like, if you think about it, okay, let's compare it to another topic we're going to talk about tonight. RP to Young Dolph. But, I mean, let's just keep it 100. Homie kept taking shots at the op on pretty much like every other album they drop. And at that point, but see, the thing with the Young Dolph situation, right? The difference is it was kind of one-sided. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure who he had beef against, with rumors is supposed to be Yo Gotti, but don't quote me on that. But notice every time they came across, one person, Dolph, who's doing all the rapping and talking, the other people, I'll put it this way, the other people didn't want to talk. You know what I'm saying? So this lets me know, if you compare it to these people, each one of them, all they want to do is talk. You go on an interview, that's all they want to, that's all they're going to ask. They're going to entertain that. It's just, at this point it's just entertainment. Now, if you compare it to the Dolph and Gotti situation, notice neither one of them really want to talk about it in the interviews, and one person would get triggered, right? And then one person, he never ever once said he had anything. He already knew how it was gonna go down. You know what I mean? Respectively. But yeah, I feel like they are in the early 2000s. It's time to let that stuff go, dog. Big time. Whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta let it go. And that's my thing. I remember when Fat Joe and 50 used to beef. Now they squashed it, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's just crazy, man. Slayer says, yo, Sneaker Squad 100. What up, Slayers? What up? What's Gucci? Let's see. We got Divine Photos in the building. Says, as long as the beef is tricky or strictly rap, it's all good. That's my thing, though. Neither one of them are really rapping no more. They're just hopping online and going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Make a diss song or just keep it right there. You know what I'm saying? But if we go off the last diss battle between Kendrick and Drake, it's not the same. It don't hit the same like it do back in the day. And that's because back in the day, we didn't really have social media like that. You know what I'm saying? We didn't really have social media was just now starting. We had just started doing instant messenger, and then I slowly worked our way up to the social media joint. You know what I'm saying? I still remember when MySpace, even though I kind of never technically had one, but I remember MySpace, you know what I'm saying? But now we've gone on where everything lives online. You know what I'm saying? People got to respond online. People can't just literally be themselves and just keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Slayer says 50-year-olds still beefing. Y'all grandpas, bro. Hey, you know what's funny? Actually, yes, because if I'm not mistaken, Ja Rule is a grandfather. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know about the other gentlemen, but I mean, basically, they have the potential. Their kids are adults. So, yeah, I mean, to be honest, if they're not grandfathers, they have the potential to be one. Man says dead ass Polo. Devon says, I mean, Michael Jordan and Isaiah Thomas still have beef to this day, but they don't run into each other. They don't, you know what I'm saying? You don't really, it's just one of those if you know about it type of situation. Neither one of them running to the internet. You know what I'm saying? For real. You know what I'm saying? Michael Jordan don't live on the internet. You know what I'm saying? He lives on there through us. You know what I'm saying? He don't be active on there. You know what I'm saying? They keep their beef how it is, old school. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Memory Kick says Slayer got the skull. Memory Kick says Slayer 100. And Divine with the salute 100. Yeah, I mean, just too much, man. These guys don't have to be doing that. So let me share my screen. I want to just do a recap of this whole situation and break down the whole Ja Rule thing. And then we'll keep it moving on to the next story. I want to make sure we definitely get things on time. Sharing my screen here. Boom. You guys should be seeing my screen right here. Audio and visual still be looking good. Let's see. Divine Photo says Isaiah Thomas takes shots at MJ whatever chance he gets. This is true, but it's still not on this level of how the way it doesn't be. It's just not the same. But it's kind of one of those if you know type of situations. I mean, there is some people that will hold beef all the way to the grave. I will say that, you know, and that could be them. And this should obviously, I hate to say it, it's going to be these guys too. But as you can see what I got up on my screen, Ja Rule has apologized for being caught on video. Pretty much, my bad for that. But yeah, Ja Rule's pretty much have been caught on video getting into a shouting match on a Delta flight. Not proud of my behavior. I get it. But at the same time, I'm in the heat of the battle. And you know what? I'm guilty of stuff like this too, where I let some people get underneath my skin. I go ahead and handle business right there. Case in point, I'm going to say I was at one place, like, I want to say about a month ago. Somebody, you know, they wasn't trying to be rude, but I went on and let them know how I get down. And now they no longer, you know, hell, I don't even see the person no more in the spot. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see them every now and then, and it's just, like, awkward. But I'm like, looking back on it, I should have just gave him, like, yeah, and just kept it moving. You know what I'm saying? But at the time, you know, homie said I offended him. What killed me is he offended me first. You know, I didn't come at him. He came at me, you know, but it happens sometimes is what I'm trying to get at. But it says video footage of the altercation shows the mesmerized rapper yelling at Tony Yayo on the plane before takeoff. Now, this was reported February 12th. It says the need to know, right? It says, because this is right here, Ja Rule yelling during an altercation, recent Delta flight. Ja Rule was involved in an altercation with rappers Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder during a recent Delta flight. Video footage of the heated argument shows Ja Rule seemingly yelling at Yayo in the cabin of the plane before takeoff. Says the incident occurred during February 8th flight that was headed to New York City from San Francisco. He issues an apology on February 12th saying, I'm not proud of my behavior. So again, I get it. He don't want to lose no bread. I get it, man. if you getting the type of money, and let me put it this way, they may not be getting like the money they was getting back in the day, but they still getting more than the average Joe Smo. So yeah, I get it. He don't want to mess up no bread, so he's trying to keep it professional. Because if that would have been somebody like a Jay-Z, I don't think. Well, that's probably not a fair comparison because some tell me Jay is private everywhere he goes, but this is living proof. Not everybody can fly private. Private flights are way different than regular flights, and in my opinion, regular flights are expensive too. But hell, you doing a damn private one, that's even more. You know what I'm saying? If you try to own a joint, that's even more too. Let's see, Devon says, funny thing, Yayo, Uncle Murder, and Ja Rule acted like high school girls. Oh, hey, that's the best way to kind of put it though. They acted like some females, some upset little high school girl females, bruh. Like, I know girls and females are the same thing, but yeah, they acted like some upset little schoolgirls, respectively. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow, y'all getting in a shot of match, and a third. Ain't nobody throw hands. And then Ja Rule, out of all things, you throw a pillow. Come on, dog. A pillow? You know what I'm saying? Not no, I got my glass of water, I'm going to break it across his face. You know what I'm saying? Type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Devon Photo says, they should have been kicked off the flight. Yeah, I mean, all of them should have been kicked off the joint. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, they should have kicked all of them off the flight right in and there. You know what I mean? Let them know, all right, cool, because you don't do this here in public, because y'all know y'all going to cause a scene. And then I'm tired of people saying, well, they shouldn't have, whoever booked that, it obviously wasn't planned, you know what I'm saying? But whoever booked that joint, y'all got to be careful, you know what I'm saying? But hell, it's going to be times where these guys are going to be doing business in the same state and or area. Why not? You know what I'm saying? You don't have to like a person to work with them. Trust me. I've been down that road several times. You know what I mean? Says Ja Rule was involved in a heated argument with Tony Yayo and Uncle Murder during a recent Delta flight from San Francisco to New York City, right? And then let me see if we can keep going right here. It says, footage of the February altercation obtained by TMZ shows the mesmerized rapper, that would be Ja Rule, 49, appearing to yell, "What we doing?" repeatedly at Yayo, seemingly yells back, and planters off camera. Another man can be seen putting his hand on Ja Rule's shoulder, possibly in the effort to calm him down. Following the altercation, the rapper posted to X to comment on the ordeal, which he referred to as hilarious. He added that I popped on these punks and threw a pillow at Yayo head during an incident. I mean, out of all things, a pillow, bruh. So this looks like an image right here. I don't think this is the actual video, but yeah, these two where you can see these two are pretty much. Look at what we got in between here, dog. Look at this. Come on, man. I'm not trying to be stereotypical here, but come on, man. This is something you don't want to see. It says Ja Rule later shared a video of the flight on his Instagram stories on Tuesday, which I'm pretty sure that's down by now. But dog, come on, yo. This is something you shouldn't see, and I think this is where Ja Rule released his apology. I think that's just a zoom in image right there. That you can see him right there where they're sitting on a joint. I'm gonna see if I can actually find a video, which I'm pretty sure one of these got it. But this is kind of like the full cover of the joint real quick. I'm gonna make sure I cover it all the way. But come on, man. How old are we? Like, what we doing? I get it. But yo, this ain't no like power spinoff type of shit. You know what I'm saying? This is weird. You know what I'm saying? It says, these effing clowns, he told the outlets in a statement, I saw them when I got on. I was laughing like, look at these two clowns, LOL. They look like they saw a ghost deer in headlights. They always talking ish, so I addressed them. Okay, yeah, so I mean, to be honest, maybe Ja Rule went on and just, because he already knew it wasn't about to be peace on that flight, bro. Let's just keep it real. He knew it wasn't about to be no peace on that flight. Says people reached out to the representative for Ja Rule at the time, but did not receive a response. 2 days later, on February 12th, he issued a public apology. He shared a screenshot from an NBC News broadcast on his Instagram showing a quote from him on the matter. Says, I'm not proud of my behavior. It's goofy to me. It definitely is. I'm a grown man about to be a proud grandfather. There you go right there. I told you. And I wish that video of me wasn't out there either. It reads, I don't like the people taking me out of my character, which they did. So for that, I apologize to my wife, family, fans, business, and investment partners. I want people to know at the end of the day, I'm still a man and I'm going to stand on my ground. I don't start trouble. So again, he's saying he just, honestly, what it seemed like he did what he had to do. You know what I'm saying? This is a statement right here they posted on ABC. And obviously, see, this is from Ja Rule's X profile, a.k.a. Twitter. So, yeah, I mean, to be honest, it is what it is with this one. But it says, a video shared on an Instagram account at the time appears to show that the drama leading up to the blow-up. It says in the clip, Ja Rule can be seen sitting in a row ahead ahead as a voice in the background says, "Sucker ass Ja Rule on the plane." The rapper then wipes his head, whips his head around and starts yelling, and sentences back and forth, and the video cuts out. Again, the next slide seemingly documents the aftermath of the fight, during which Ja Rule appears to have left the plane. Uncle Murder added in the caption, "Ja got off the plane. I took his seat." Bruh, he got kicked off the flight in so many words, bro. And they probably rescheduled another one. Like, I'm pretty sure, I mean, you can say it was because of you, but I mean, at the end of the day, you act like you put him off there. You know what I'm saying? That really wasn't your call. You know what I'm saying? A Delta spokesperson told people that 2 customers were spoken to by the cabin crew following a disagreement, and 1 customer was rebooked on a later flight. So Ja Rule just flew later because it wasn't worth him taking that risk being on a flight with them. 50 Cent, whose long-running feud with Ja Rule, also gets involved in the ordeal by sharing Uncle Murder's clip to his Instagram account. The In the Club rapper, that would be 50 Cent, wrote of Ja Rule in the caption, "He was by himself, so he had to make a scene so they couldn't remove his scary ass, so they can remove his scary ass." Both Uncle Murder and Tony Ayo left multiple crying, laughing emojis on the comments. Dog, come on, you see this shit? It's really petty. Like, this is like some teenagers type of shit. I mean, it's the best way to describe it. This sound like some little girl shit, respectively. Says, let's keep going, finish up the story, and then I'll see if I can find the videos. But it says, Ja Rule and 50 Cent have been entangled in a long-time feud that stretches over 2 decades. During a 2023 interview with the Shade Room, Ja Rule opened up about how the beef first initiated when the two were rival rappers coming up in Queens. At the time of the interview, he said he was ready to put the beef to rest because life is short. Says, "I think things can be mended." He told the outlet at the time, "Maybe I got a little too much MLK in me, but especially amongst blacks people, I don't like to see us beefing. Let's see, that's a clown to me." So pretty much, and people went in on the comments, says they all need to grow up. That's a fact, right? I can agree with this. Says Team 50 all the way. 50 talks too much. Ja showed his skin color. Embarrassing. What does that mean? Ja Rule is still a thing. Wow. So a lot of people got a little mixed emotion right here. Ja Rule was minding his own business when these 2 lackey has beans started with him. So sad. But I mean, again, these guys, there's no way y'all can't be professional enough to not be able to just hold this down. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to see if I can find some videos of this stuff. I know I'm not going to play this one because I know for a fact this is DJ Vlad's interview with Tony Yayo. And yeah, I already know if you get caught playing this stuff, I know he'll flag this thing in a heartbeat. I'll see if I can find just some regular ones on the video right here. I think this is one on 50 Cent's profile. If this is a video, let me see if I can play this joint real quick. Yeah, this is a play right here. So let me, fair use by the way, but this is from the 50 Cent joint. I want to just play a little bit of the video for the people who haven't seen this shit, which I'm pretty sure at this point you've had to have seen it. So fair use again. Let me see this.
Ja Rule on the plane. Suck ass up, you fucking sucker.
Let me say this. Watch again. Let's see. Let me see if I can run it back real quick. Because, yeah, I'm going to make sure I get all of it. So this is one. Watch again. I didn't want to pull it up on Instagram, but, yeah, let's see. Let's see if we can play this joint. This one right here.
Suck ass up, you fucking sucker. Suck ass Ja Rule on the plane. Suck ass up, you fucking sucker. Suck ass Ja Rule on the plane.
Wow. So, I mean, that's one, right? And then I think there's another one right here.
Airplane mode. Federal regulations prohibit the use of cellular networks during flight, the use of Wi-Fi to make video or voice calls.
Come on. Look, man. All these homies, look how gray haired they are and stuff. And I'm not dissing them, but I'm like, come on, bro. Y'all are showing your age right here. You know what I'm saying? Respectively.
Take your seat, stow your tray table and carry on items. Ensure aisle armrests are in the resting position.
Come on, man. And y'all riding off the beat. Like, why do y'all beef with him? I mean, I kind of understand maybe between him and 50, but literally, I don't understand the difference of why, you know, the rest of the guys, I guess you got to inherit the beef or not. So, I mean, if we go through some of these real quick, and I think this is kind of like Tony Yayo side. Tony Yayo says, Ja Rule was spooked during the heated plane encounter. See, they're both saying the same thing about each other. That's why he had to jump on top of things, because to be honest, he knew the video was coming. It says the G-Unit rapper says Ja Rule looked nervous during their unexpected Super Bowl weekend confrontation, which, to be honest, dog, I don't think so. If anything, looks like he was trying to hold it down, but he knew he was outnumbered too. Tony Yayo recounted the high-intention encounter with a longtime rival Ja Rule on a recent Delta flight, describing always-on-time rapper as being visibly spooked and vulnerable. So I'm not going to read through this whole thing, but I mean, I do want to cover what he said on the Vlad joint, which Tony Yayo is another person, too, I feel like is known to, let's just say, over-exaggerate stories, in my opinion, right? It says, in an interview with Vlad, Tony Yayo explained that he plus Uncle Murder and a few other friends were returning home after the Super Bowl weekend when the group was tipped off that Ja Rule would be on their flight. However, it was reportedly caught off guard. The tension peaked when Ja Rule was seated in the row directly in front of Yayo and Murder. He see me, I see him. He's spooked. He could tell TMZ, you could tell you he was spooked, Yayo said. But this is my thing, bro. I'm very curious, had Ja Rule would have had to sit in the back or something, which I highly doubt it, but had he would have sat behind them, would it have been the same scenario? Because at that point, he has control of the situation, can kind of watch his back. But, you know, I'm like, he can't watch his back if he's sitting in front of him because they're going to continue to keep messing with him. You know what I mean? It says, Yayo further claimed Ja Rule appeared vulnerable and repeated sources of reassurance from the group. Says the nervous factor to me, he kept saying, we good. He wasn't even saying in an aggressive way. Yayo recall. I don't know. The video seemed like he got pretty aggressive to me. You know what I'm saying? Says, however, the G-Unit camp was in no mood for peace. Uncle Murder reportedly told him, yo, homie, don't effing talk to me, while Yayo himself directed a vulgar insult at the rapper. So again, it was like I got a question. I want to see, can we get an update on why they're still beefing? Period, right? It says, Yayo added the verbal sparring and escalated when Ja Rule allegedly threw a pillow at him, which Yayo viewed as soft and said that it only hit his shoulder. It says, according to Yayo, there was a brief moment of comedy during the heat of conflict, noting that when he tried to lung toward Ja Rule, his seat belt caught him. Oh, so he tried to get up, but he was still caught up in the seatbelt. Says, I played myself, Yayo said. I tried to get up and I fell back. Them seatbelts are sturdy. Oh, so he said he got caught up in the seatbelt. Says flight attendants eventually intervened to de-escalate the situation, which Yayo claiming he later threw the pillow back at Ja Rule before they later ultimately decided to remove himself from the flight entirely. Yayo claimed Ja previously caused a ruckus to avoid any confrontation, knowing he could be removed from the plane if he caused a disturbance. Reflecting on the proximity of the encounter, Yayo suggested that the situation could have turned much worse, concluding he's lucky 50 Cent wasn't on the plane. N-words would have threw that N-word through the effing airport window. Okay, they've been on the same flight before, bro. And this is my thing too. Is this you got this is the thing how you know these people are a little too loyal to 50, and you know they obviously making good money with him and don't want to lose it. Look at it like, yeah, 50 would have been here. You know, that's just like me. If we get into a fight, man, there's the last thing. If it's me and somebody else, the last thing I'm gonna say, man. Yeah, you lucky Dunks wasn't here, or Dunks was here, man. We really would have, you know what I'm saying? You let me know like you're being controlled by somebody else. You know what I mean? You're like a puppet. You know what I mean? That's sad. Says Yayo's retelling comes after 50 went on a rampage on social media and trolled Ja over the encounter. In one post, 50 suggested that Ja intentionally amplified the situation to get removed from the plane, and says, grinning, squinting emoji, he was by himself, so he had to make a scene so they could remove his scary ass. And then you got Yayo and said, suck my D. The gay swearness said is going down. LOL 50 wrote. So yeah, that pretty much covers the altercation. At the end of the day, I don't want to see nothing like this again, but I have a feeling this will not be the last time. I feel like each and every year, there always will be some form of shot directed at Ja Rule from 50 and or what have you, right? It just varies. It's going to go back on so many occasions. That's just how the game go. I don't like it personally, but it's kind of one of those, like, I just don't understand how this even really goes down like that. You know what I'm saying? So I would like to see these guys eventually grow up on the situation, because I'm like, yo, y'all getting too much money to be doing this. You know what I'm saying? Too much money, and why not even do that? And I'm not saying they're getting on the level they once was, but why mess your bag up? You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to mess my money up for any other person, right? Period. So anyway, man, I said Ja Rule, and I guess you can say 50 versus the whole. I guess you can say Ja Rule versus the whole damn G Unit, because I mean that's basically what it is. Tony Yayo, Uncle Murder, and obviously, you know, 50 was going to say something. So let's go ahead and transition on to the Young Dolph update. Looks like a plea deal was reached for the admitted gunman in the Young Dolph murder case. Now, if you guys remember, Young Dolph was gunned down here. I remember, I want to say it was like 2021. Don't quote me on that. I'll double check on a year. But RIP to Dolph. And this is one of those where, speaking of transitioning on to more hip-hop beef, this is where we don't want things to end. You work really hard to get your name out there to be known. You know, insert blank anybody's name. Why put it at risk? You know what I'm saying? When you I'm convinced why we can't get money together. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could easily get money together. It says the final remaining defendant tied to the Young Dolph's murder is set to enter a plea deal, bringing the years-long case close to conclusion, right? Okay, so this was reported February 13, 2026. And I think this is a video over here right here. So we'll do this, fair use, play this for YouTube as well. It says a resolution in the nearing in the murder case of Young Dolph as a plea agreement has been struck with the final remaining defendant tied to the 2021, that's what I thought, killing, right? Okay. Cornelius Smith has agreed to a deal with prosecutors related to his role in the fatal shooting of Memphis rapper. Although Smith was scheduled to formally enter his plea this week, the hearing has been delayed until March 30th to allow both sides to finalize the terms in court. So pretty much, yeah, his fate coming here pretty soon, March 30th. So that will be what? If we're in February, next month is March. So let me see if I can play this real quick. Fair use. This looks like this is reported from the news itself. Young Dolph murder suspect enter a plea deal. Let's take a look, see if we can get a point on this home. That was a little loud, but I'm gonna see if we can cut it down just a little bit. Wasn't ready for that, but I'll see. We're gonna keep going. Let's see. Play this joint. Let me see.
Also topping the news at 4 today, the fate of the last defendant in the killing of Young Dolph case will soon be revealed. Cornelius Smith appeared before a judge this morning ready to enter a plea deal. However, that did not happen. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm Alex Coleman.
And I'm April Thompson. WREG's Kwamitra Wilburn explains what's next for the accused gunman.
Cornelius Smith, the man accused in the 2021 killing.
Yeah, so I think the one guy was already tried and he's already been convicted. And now we got the other one too, because it was two of them. You know what I'm saying? So this is Cornelius Smith. Fair use, again, for YouTube purposes.
Of Adolph Thornton Jr., also known as Young Dolph, has agreed to a plea deal. However, details of the plea have not been revealed. Thursday morning, he was supposed to enter his guilty plea in court, but his attorney says some technicalities prevent them from moving forward.
We were intending to go ahead and enter a guilty plea today when we went into court. There are a few details that we need to fix and iron out before we could do that. So we asked the judge for some additional time to complete those details.
His defense attorney did not reveal what those details are, but prosecutor Paul Hagerman says it regards housing.
The attorneys have to get with the Department of Corrections with regard to some technicalities.
So I guess it's basically that he gonna be obviously doing, I would assume homie gonna do double digits. So you want to get, I guess, I mean, if there's even a such thing, pick the best possible place you're gonna spend, you know, some time at, because some, from what I hear, some prisons and or jails are better than others, and some are just what a place you definitely don't want to be. But also, I've had family members that have done time in there. Hell, they watch pay-per-view fight, and I'm not making it seem like it's a place you want to go, because I still don't want to find out, but I know for a fact, hell, I used to talk to one of them consistently. Hell, they don't watch pay-per-view fights in there and everything. I'm like, how the hell you know what I'm saying? They know just as much. It's like they know more going on. You know what I'm saying? But I guess, you know, with maybe internet use, hell, they ain't got no choice. I just think everything they charge more when you're locked up. That's all.
With regard to his confinement.
Smith has openly admitted to his role in the killing. He testified in both Justin Johnson's and Hernandez Govan's trials. Smith claims that he and Johnson were hired by Govan to carry out the hit. He admitted to shooting.
But see, I think the Govan guy wasn't convicted. I think he got off on the case. And it's just these two.
And killing Dolph, who was visiting a cookie shop in South Memphis on November 17th, 2021. Smith stated that he was supposed to receive $40,000 following the death of Young Dolph, but instead he got $500 in the letter. Johnson was ultimately found guilty of Dolph's killing, while Govan was acquitted of all charges.
See, that's what I'm saying. Govan, he did the Vlad interview too. He was actually found not guilty. You know what I'm saying? Which is weird. But this guy obviously found guilty, and then I think the other guy did, but Govan wasn't.
You know, it never ends for the family. This has been a long process to try to hold these people responsible.
And this is true because it's been going on since 2021. We're in, 2026 now? Do some math here. 2022, 23, 24, 25, 26. 5 years, dog. 5 years.
This will be the very last part of it.
Reporting for your news leader, Quamitra Wilborn, WREG News, Channel 3.
And Smith's plea date has been reset to March 30th.
Yeah, so he's pretty much, he got some time to do some thinking, but I mean, ultimately, homie already knew. Not everybody finna get off, you know what I'm saying? Smith previously admitted under oath that he participated in the shooting and later cooperated with the authorities. During a testimony in the trial of the co-defendant Justin Johnson and Smith stated that the attack was carried out as a part of a paid hit. He identified Johnson as the second gunman and alleged that the plan was convicted to Anthony Big Jook Mims, who was killed in an unrelated shooting in 2024. Dolph was shot and killed on November 17, 2021. While visiting Makita's Homemade Butter Cookies in South Memphis, a local business he had long supported, the killing captured a surveillance video, sent shockwaves through the city and across hip-hop community. Johnson was ultimately convicted and sentenced to life behind bars. Meanwhile, Hernandez Govan, who was prosecutors accused of helping set the plot in motion, was found not guilty in a separate trial. So that's crazy. I mean, because he wasn't the gunman, but that don't mean, it's no difference than maybe what we're about to transition to, like Dolph. If they find that you're if you some way helped convict the plan or did the plan, you could get some time too. It's just like no difference if we take it off mode. If you and somebody rob a bank and you're just the driver, if they find that you're basically cooperating with, you were part of the plan, you're going to get just as much time. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to get probably more time than the person who robbed the bank if you just go ahead and settle out of court, but you're going to be looking at some time because, hell, you technically helped carry out the situation. It says, Smith is the last individual facing charges in connection with the case. With a plea agreement now in place, court proceedings later this month are expected to determine his final sentencing and formally close out one of Memphis' most high-profile criminal cases in the recent years. So, it's been a long time coming, man. So that's update on that one. This happened in 2021, so looks like the last person's just ready to see their fate here. I want to say again, RIP to Dolph, because definitely gone too soon. If I'm not mistaken, the man definitely had kids, family, what have you. So let's go and transition, do a little update on Durk, and then we'll cover Kanye West and Dolla lawsuit at the end of the live. Everything is running smoothly and possibly for me. Let's see. Lil Durk says the judge issues mixed verdict on a lyric and video evidence in conclusion. It says a split decision cut out most of the videos, allows some of the lyrics, and punted that on until the rest until later in the month. So it says some of it's going to be used and some of it's not. The judge hasn't made up his mind on all of it. I'm assuming he's going to listen to or read the lyrics and see what else he should be considered. I don't think they should use the lyrics against these guys, but at the same time, the saying is simple. I'm not saying I support it or agree, but they say all the time, right? If you've ever been in anything legal things, the first thing they're supposed to tell you, anything you can say or do could be used against you in a court of law. Well, no, they say will be used against you in a court of law. You know what I'm saying? Anything you say, like, that's pretty much, you think you got your fair use because this is what you do for your job. But there's been plenty of cases, and I'm not talking Durk here, I'm just talking in general. There's been plenty of cases where people literally did a crime, rapped the entire thing out bar for bar, and then wondering why they got caught up. Because it told on yourself. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that's what Durk did, but they're trying to... I think Durk, the way they rap is more like you got to really read between the lines. So it's still going to be hard even if they use the lyrics. He is a type where he doesn't go bar for bar and tell you like, yeah, we set him up, we did this, and went to detail to detail. You know what I'm saying? It says the back and forth over whether some of Lil Durk's lyrics and videos will be evidence in the upcoming murder for hire trial has come to an end almost. It says on Friday, February 13th, Judge Michael Fitzgerald issued a split decision that contained big win for the prosecution, but also few major victories for the rapper. It comes after a barrage of arguments back and forth and on Monday, February 9th hearing. It says prosecutors wanted to include excerpts of dozens of songs, 9 music videos, and 3 audio files. Durk's legal team, led by attorney Drew Fenneling, vehemently objected. It says when it came to the music videos, the judge ruled that in most cases, screenshots would suffice instead of videos themselves, since one of the reasons for the inclusion shows relationships between people in the video, but he left room for a possible inclusion of one of the particular videos, which prosecutors claim was offered as a reward by Durk in the participation of the co-defendants in Durk's alleged plan to offer a bounty for the death of his rival Quando Rondo, which, keep in mind, Quando Rondo is serving out time right now, but which instead resulted in the murder of Rondo's cousin, which we already know that. It says the government can argue that the video serves as proof as bounty and is not overly prejudicial. The judge said he was open to allowing it, but he hasn't made his mind up, but he's open to it, right? When it came to the lyrics, there were 13 asserts that the government wanted to include. The judge allowed 4 of them, so that's, 5 of them were denied, because, probably you like, no, we're not doing this. We're not being in court it's already going to be a long trial. The last thing you want to be there all day, and the longer you get, people's attention span is short. You know what I'm saying? Period. You know what I mean? And several of the ones he allowed, the judge cut out portions of the excerpts. It says, as the additional 4, the judge said that he would allow them if the government can accurately explain the motive behind the context of how they will be presented and admit at trial. This is what prosecutors will attempt to do at the case next hearing on February 23rd. So they got to prove why they got to have a good reasoning, and that's what he's looking for. Tell me why you think these out of these 4, right? It says most of the lyrics that the judge refused to allow as evidence describe behavior similar to that alleged in the case. That is, following someone in a car, shooting them, which is what the case co-defendants are being accused of during the Robinson on Durk's orders. Says the judge decided that while the lyrics, which include things like fool his ass, he think we buying some cars, we hop out, scooping his ass, had a moderate level of relevance, there was no evidence that the lyrics referred specifically to the alleged incident involving Robinson. In addition, the judge said that there is virtually no evidence of when these lyrics were written or even recorded. So you got to keep that in mind too. You know what I'm saying? If the song was already out for it to happen, then yeah, you know what I mean? It's that's gonna not stick. You know what I'm saying? Friday's decision contained rulings of numerous of other pieces of the evidence. In addition to the lyrics video, the judge agreed to allow comments from fans that appeared on Durk's X account in order to bolster prosecutors' theory that Durk's faced public pressure to revenge King Von's. Yeah, he did face pressure, but he didn't even entertain it, if I got from it. You know what I'm saying? RIP to King Von, by the way. And RFP to Quando Rondo's cousin, man. You know what I'm saying? Even though I didn't really know who he was, but hell, he's somebody too at the end of the day, a human. You know what I'm saying? Which they claim in turn that led Durk's target Quando Rondo. In the addition, Durk's 2023 comments about the pressure on DJ Academics podcast will be allowed. Wow. So y'all got to be careful about doing these interviews. And I'm not blaming this on DJ Academics, but because at the end of the day, it seems like Durk wanted to be there. Now what he asked and how he answered, that's on him. You know what I'm saying? That's like a lot of people like to point the finger at Vlad. You got to still, when you do these interviews, you need to be prepared how to answer these questions and pivot. You know what I'm saying? Complex has reached out to Durk's legal team for a comment on the ruling, but they did not immediately respond. Cool. So now let's do the last one right here. We're talking to Kanye West and Dolla $ign sued over the alleged Vultures 2 sample. We're going to cover this out for like the last 5 minutes. It says it claimed that the pair 530 record sampled another artist track without permission. This was reported February 13th as well. Where we are real quick, it says Kanye and collaborator Dolla $ign are facing a new copyright lawsuit over the alleged uncleared sample of their Vultures 2 track 530. It says according to the complaint filed in the U.S. District Court for the Central District of California, alternative R&B artist Olivia Ann Quinlan, professional known as SWSH, and UK-based indie label Future Bounce are accusing West and Ty Dolla $ign Yeezy record label LLC and distributor label Engine of unauthorized use of the Swoosh 18 song Break in Fall Acoustic. I haven't heard the song, but I know for a fact I'm not going to play it during the stream, but Kanye West has been known to be a huge sampler. I mean, if you think about like College Dropout and Late Registration, I know for a fact he did put a spin on those beats, but it seemed like he sampled a lot of beats. And it was fire. Don't get me wrong, it's fire. And it seems that's also what Hitmaker, aka Young Bird, kind of does too. He kind of gives me like, he makes fire beats too, but he does a lot of sampling as well. You know what I'm saying? I remember back in the day, those beats were original. You know what I mean? But some people, sampling has always been around too, though, to be fair. You know what I'm saying? So they're not the first or last people that's going to do it. But if you're going to do it, you have to get it cleared first. You know what I mean? It says the lawsuit claims that the vocal section from the outro of the Break and Fall, including the lyric "Baby, yeah, oh baby, we'll pick up you when you call," was lifted and looped throughout the opening portion of the 530. I'm assuming that's the name of the song, which I ain't really listened to the Culture Vultures or the Vultures album that much anyway. I don't even think I listened, definitely not to. It says, plaintiffs allege that the sample forms of the Central Music Foundation for roughly the first 2 minutes of the track, with Ye rapping over the unexchanged vocal performance and melody. So, I mean, yeah, you sample it, but you got to get cleared. Like, I don't think he took their song. They're not saying, like, he basically bit their style because he did his own thing. He just sampled it. But when you use samples, you just got to get it cleared. So, I'm assuming as long as they get paid, you know, then I'm assuming this could all go away. So it sounds like they just want to be confiscated. Maybe Ye didn't know where to go to get the clearance, but usually as an artist and stuff like that, you usually know. Maybe he just didn't care, you know? It says the Swoosh asserts ownership of the full copyright in the sound recording and a 90% share of the underlying musical composition, which is registered with the U.S. Copyright Office. Future Bounce, the London-based label, holds an executive worldwide license to the exploit the master recording. So looks like it's kind of sounding like that Diddy situation where he sampled that one song from Sting. I think Sting got 100% of that, I believe, but it's usually like that. If you think, I'll tell you another one where I think it was Pharrell, Robin Thicke, and T.I. They sampled that Marvin Gaye joint, and now I think, if I'm not mistaken, when it is all said and done, I think the Marvin Gaye's family gets 90% and T.I. and them get 10%. Hey, that's better than nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because they did do the work and make the song. So that's usually how it goes. So it seems like this is what they're looking for. They want a 90-10 split. And if that is their original song, I don't see why it would stop that. You know what I'm saying? The complaint alleges that the defendants released the 530 on Vultures 2 in August 2024 without securing permission. There you go. I told you. And it says, in Future claims that even after being notified on the alleged infringement, additional versions of the song were released, including a standalone music video in January 2025 and a sub-beat appearance on Donda 2 in April 2025, all of which alleged contain the same disputed sample. So, again, it's not like, that's another thing too, when you sue somebody, stuff like that, I think you have to send a cease and desist to let them know you're aware, either stop it or we're going to move further. So you could easily change it and call it a day. But some people, I guess if the song is really taking off like that, it's not really worth the risk to be like, all right, man, I'm going to change it up and take it down because they're not happy. Some people do. Some people go ahead and push it all the way through and they'll just deal with it and pay what they got to pay. It says the plaintiffs characterized the alleged conduct as willful and saying they repeat releases demonstrate knowledge of the issue. They are seeking instinctive relief to hold further distribution of the track, along with damages, disorientation of profits, and a full accounting of revenue generated by the song. It says the complaint notes that the 530 has and based tens of millions of streams across digital platforms, including more than 50 million plays on Spotify alone. Ye has faced multiple copyright claims over the course of his career related to sampling disputes, referencing the complex legal landscape surrounding hip-hop's production. It says representatives for Ye, Dolla $ign, and the label Engine did not immediately respond to the request for comment. The case adds another legal chapter to the rollout of Vultures 2, as the court will now determine whether the use of Swoosh recording constitutes infringement under the federal copyright law. So look like Ye them, this is not their first rodeo with these lawsuits, man. And I mean, to be honest, sounds like at the end, this is nothing where I feel like they're going to, let me put myself back on the main screen. I don't think they're going to do any like quote unquote time for this, but seems like if they can prove that these guys did copyright on it, you're going to have to pay out what it is. It's the same thing with YouTube. If you use a song out of permission or use too much of it, like, it's one thing if you use it for like an X amount of seconds. I believe you can get away with about 30 seconds. But after that, it's pretty much, all right, cool. You can get in some big trouble if you don't have it mixed up very heavily, and but it still samples your stuff, you could still get in trouble for it too. You know what I'm saying? Worst case scenario with YouTube, I will keep it 100. What they do, if they catch it on one of your videos, they'll let you know they're taking the song. You can't get paid for it. It automatically goes to that person for one, but it doesn't put a strike on your channel. Or they say you can change it. Like, they have other little, YouTube has an actual like music library where it's all copyright free. But the problem that comes into play is majority of it ain't really, you know, it don't hit the same as some of these songs. You know what I'm saying? Just to keep it 100. I hate to say it like that, and I don't want to sound like a hater, but that's just what the end all be all is. So I get it. You know what I'm saying? You got to be careful with the music that you use. In fact, remember when I did that live listening party of the J. Cole double album joint? Boom. They struck that joint, stopped the stream on that joint. You know what I'm saying? So I had to cancel, but I was an hour in. Also, had J. Cole album not been that damn long, I probably could have got away with it, just to keep it 100. But that's why I don't really do the listening parties too much anymore, man, because it's just literally not worth the risk, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's go and wrap things up for tonight. I've been on this joint for a little over an hour. Pretty much we talked the Ja Rule and G Unit, pretty much the whole fight between him, Uncle Murder, and Tony Yayo on a plane where they got into a shouting match, like, you know, like we said. But anyway, that ain't nothing to worry about on that one. They did an update on Young Dolph's pretty much murder case. The last person is set to take a guilty plea. Looks like it's been pushed back, but we're going to see that. We did an update on the Durk trial where some lyrics may be used, some videos may be used, but the judge wants them to pretty much say why they need to be used and how it is relevant. So pretty much we'll see that. Looks like Durk's trying to take it all the way. One thing I can tell you about these murder cases too, right? Even if you found guilty, it's still not cheap. Like, even a homie that had a lawyer, unless that was just like a, I guess he had like a public defender, which you can have. Now, I think those aren't as expensive and or possibly could be free. But if you got a paid attorney, I know they're not. Murder cases, I wouldn't recommend doing one if you ain't got the bag for it. Because if you get caught with all this technology out here now, you're gonna spend some money to find some legal representation if you care, if you got it, or if you can, right? That's just how it goes. So I advise not to do that. And also, we just did an update on Kanye West and Dolla being sued for one of their songs. So we'll see how it goes for copyright infringement. But that pretty much wraps up tonight's stream, man. This was a good one, nice and smooth. Appreciate everybody being active in the chat as well. I'll be back alive again on Wednesday with another Sold Out Live, another Sold Out podcast. Until then, smash the like button, sign up for that Sold Out Discord. The link is pinned at the top of the comment section, and it is free to sign up. Or, of course, you know we continue the sneaker talk. We got a food section, a sports section, a music section, you name it. Pretty much, if I do not get the content out in time, most likely already chopping it up in there. Hope you guys are enjoying the content and being active. Got a lot of content more on the way as we get more releases set off for this month, man, because it's popping. It is on and popping. But anyway, man, yeah, my name is Jeremy Jones, and yeah, smash that like button, sub up, and I am officially out this thing, man. Peace.
Remember, tell me to leave her alone. Got enough I can remember. Got enough I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Over my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. Got enough I can remember. Got enough I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crush all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. Fuck the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can't touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember. I'm drinking honey right now. Hope I don't crash all amount. If you see me out of town, hope I'm wildin' now. Lost my mind to this cup, it's unbearable now. For the store, they run out of Sprite, oh wow. I don't feel bad when I'm high, I can touch the sky. If I die late at night, know that I was high. Cried so many nights, but said I was fine. For my demons, I can fight them all, I'm on a high. I can play this song back, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. Oh, I'ma cry a while. I cried so many nights. My heart is cold like December. Who broke my heart can remember. Tell me to leave her alone. God don't know if I can remember. God don't know if I can remember.